Getting a little bit more of the darker tones underneath. I think areas like his ear here, he's got this dark shadows there. Some burnt umber. Yeah, a little bit more red. The ears are very thin. Oh, didn't want it there. Ears are very thin, so this can kind of, the blood is right up on their skin there, so it's a bit more red than other areas. And that's better. Using a little bit of the red and some cat orange. See some of that in his upper lip area here. The upper lips are usually darker than the lower lips, just because the sun is really hitting the top of his lip, usually. Under here, though, it's a bit more of the burnt sienna. All right, that's starting to pull together nicely. Get this area a little bit darker because it's got this really nice little hit. There it is. That's better. And another one, not quite so dark, but in that area there. All right, that's looking like I hoped it would. I'm going to grab some more alizarin crimson, some more burnt sienna, a little bit of phthalo blue. Really don't like to use black so much in portrait painting. Not that it's wrong, it's just the way I prefer to paint. Using this as his upper lip separation from his bottom lip. Just a nice ridge there. All right, like this color here. I'm going to add a little bit of my skin tone actually, into this phthalo blue, which is a transparent color, because I kind of want this gray to be on the blue side. So it's a nice cool gray in his beard. Let's see how dark that is. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I need a little more though. So I'm just mixing phthalo blue, and which is, like I said, a transparent, but then I'm mixing it in with a opaque titanium white. I'm looking for this mid kind of blue-gray color that you get when the light is hitting a darker area of a beard. So this is pretty dark area of his beard here. Unlike my beard is very, very dark. This stage of my life. So just trying to get a nice dark area, but I'm erring on the blue side of it rather than just checking my angles. My original drawing might have been off, so here you can fix those errors. This is the best time to. We all make errors, right? This is the time to fix those. I'm putting a little bit of raw sienna in it. I want to warm it up a little bit as it's coming up. It's a bit too much blue. So I'm going to knock it down a little bit. You knock it down with the opposite of blue on the color wheel, which is orange, which I'm mixing now. The CAD orange hue. All right, that should be a nice, that's better. So I'm just getting the darkest points. Those nice hits of light comes afterwards. And, you know, some of the grays. And it shows not quite this much dark in his beard, but this is the base of the beard. So I start dark to light with the skin, and then I start dark to light with the other objects in here, which is now his beard and mustache. Let's go T here. So I'm giving him the darkness first before I make transitions into the midtones, which is a bit lighter gray, into the white part of his beard, which is still not white if you really look at it. It's quite gray still. Or still, yeah, it's got some blue in it. All right, that's about where I see most of the gray there. I'm going to go ahead and add some titanium white to that color to transition into the lighter areas of it, which I see a little bit lighter. So down here, the hair might be lighter, but the beard is not in the sun down here. And so that needs to be this grayer, or lighter, I should say, less transparent gray, which is what I'm doing. Again, filling in areas as I go. I've got quite a bit of blue on here, so I'm going to hit some of this area here. Not really careful with too many details yet. This is not the detail stage. Really loosely painting this in. This is how I go about every painting. Okay, making sure I don't get too far with this color because it's darker, so it's underneath in a lot of places. Then there's a nice transition in this area here from the dark here to the lighter here. And then there's this really nice light blue. So I'm going back in the titanium white. I'm not really cleaning out my brush here. I really like the way this is a nice blue tone hitting. It's a cool goatee. And Larry, or Lawrence, I'm not sure which he'd like to be called, but I feel like I know him now. Studied his face for a while now. I'm gonna call him Lair. Big Lair, what's happening, Larry? Hope you're watching over this and enjoying it. Hopefully your daughter will enjoy this painting and your family. Not getting really detailed, but I do want to get some of my hair kind of strokes in there. So as you can see, I'm going back over some of the areas, the darker areas, with my lighter colors. This is not white by any means. It's very, very light, but when placed up against that dark grayish, greenish, bluish color that I placed earlier, kind of looks like white, but it really is not. I would show you my palette, but I don't want to. I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna keep going. Oh. Maybe a little bit up here. All right. I'm going to clean this off. I've only got 4 brushes going right now. Usually I'd have about that. Not very small brushes, but smaller than when I started. You get big shapes first, and then you go in with the smaller as you get better details in there. Again, this is not white by any means either. This is quite a bit of values down from white, but when placed up against it, those darks that I placed earlier kind of takes on that feel of white, which is good, because the sun is hitting this, and it should be pretty light in areas. It's a nice light color there. All right, it's starting to take a good form there. It won't hit it with the white, actual titanium white, kind of straight out of the tube white until the very end. That part I love in painting, in every painting I've done. That little bit where you wait until the end and